Take number two of recording this because first one was a bit too heated. Wolves 2, Arsenal 2. Calm down a bit. You guys will know what that means. Second again, ole ole. Season 7 on the Lego Head. That's his name from now on, not Mikel Arteta. Lego Head. Season 7 and the Lego Head consists of bottling a 2-0 lead against bottom of the league, Wolverhampton Wanderers. And that's a bit it reminds me of a few years ago when we were top of the league for 93% of the season. Then we started bottling it around April. And then one of the games was when we drew 3-3 to Southampton, who are also bottom of the league. It's like with this manager, this this is what we do under this manager every season. For me personally, the league is done. I'm not being reactionary, I'm just being realistic because the players don't want it. The players don't have the mentality to go all the way through. They don't seem like they want the league, man. The only few players in that team, yeah, that seem like they want the league is maybe Declan Rice, the two centre backs, Gabriel and Saliba, Jurien Timber, and that's it. That's it. These players don't want they don't want to win the league. They ain't got the fight for it. And it's all because of the guy in charge of this team. Like I said, I'm not addressing him by his name anymore. Legohead, that's his name. Everyone around me knows my thoughts on this manager. So no one can start coming and chatting to me saying, "Oh, you're only starting to voice your opinion on Arteta just because of today." No, everyone around me knows my everyone around me knows my thoughts on this manager. For the longest time, I've always said this guy needs to duck the club. He needs to duck. And today, Mikel Arteta hand in your P45 and then just walk out with with integrity, man. Because let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game first of all. Started off the game nicely, go 1-0 up in 4 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? But we could blow Wolves out of the water today. Saka gets himself a decent header from Rice's cross. And I'm like, yo, we could get a few goals today. A few minutes later, we threw one goal in the 6th minute. Rice, unlucky, he just balloons the shot. He takes the shot and it just goes outside the box off target. And I'm like, yo, we've had a decent start. We could actually do something today. Then as soon as that shot, as soon as that shot went off target, the team went off target as well because we went back to the slow, boring horseshoe passing around sideways football that Lego Head has implemented. That's what they're calling us. From now on, our name is Stoke City, the North London Stoke City. That's what people call us. Stoke Newington is what they call us. Stoke City with a bit more spice. Yeah? We start playing this horseshoe football for the whole of the first half. No urgency. Second half, that's the same thing. The only difference is in the second half, Wolves started to play a bit more on the front foot. And I was like, bro, if we're not careful, if we don't get our head in the game, Wolves are going to score. But what happened? We got a goal. Um, we got a goal while Wolves were dominating. So I was like, you know what? We're 2-0 up. Good finish from Nkapie. Let's go get a few more goals. Let's keep it comfortable now. What happens 2 minutes later? We got what we deserved. Hugo Bueno lands an absolute proper finish. That was a very good finish. But the defending for that goal, Nkapie, where were you, man? I know you're just called here, but where were you for that goal, man? Hugo Bueno was all alone on that side of the play on that side of the pitch, bro. He had bare space to create that goal, and that was a proper finish, man. A few minutes later, we just Well, yeah, passing back to what we do, passing around, passing around, passing around just for the sake of it, bro. It's like these guys get bonuses for every time they pass the ball, bro. And there was no urgency from this team today to go and win. If you were watching that game, you'd think it's a. If someone told you that Arsenal is a team on top of the league right now and they're fighting for the league title, you would have been like, "What? What do you mean this is Arsenal, bro?" I was watching that game, praying for the game to end because I couldn't, I couldn't believe what I was watching. It's every time we play against Wolves, we just stoop down to their level and we start playing. No disrespect to Wolves, no disrespect to them, yeah, because they actually put in a very good performance today, especially in that second half. But every time we play against these man, yeah, we just we just lose ourselves, man. And that's been how we've been playing for most of the season, bro. The only difference is that our defense has kept us above bay. The reason we're top of the league is not because of this manager. It's not because of the attack. It's because of the defense. And now that the defense is starting to capitulate, the defense is not looking as good as it was a few months ago. We're now leaking goals. It's very easy to run through our midfield. The amount of times Wolves are bypassing our midfield with ease, it was crazy, bro. We're over here wasting time, yeah? In the flipping 87th minute, wasting time on goal kicks. Trossard comes in, starts wasting time. But you could have walked that injury off, man. It didn't look that serious from what I saw, bro. You can't be out here wasting time against Wolves, bro. As I said, no disrespect to them, but we're fighting for a league title, bro. Out here wasting time. And then we got what we deserved. In the 94th minute, Wolves get a goal. I believe it went down as a Calafiori goal, a Calafiori own goal. Don't know what Raya was doing because Gabriel, I don't know what there was some sort of miscommunication over there. Raya and Gabriel, they didn't communicate. All of a sudden, Raya drops the ball. I think Souza, the young G who came on for Wolves, hits it, comes off Calafiori and goes in for an own goal. We deserve that, bro. Because last time when we played Wolves, yeah, everyone can agree we did not deserve to win that game last time when we played them back in December. That was a similar type of performance today. The only difference was today we didn't have those two own goals to win us the game. I'm not even angry right now. I'm not even angry today. I was fuming when Wolves got that equalizer. But I walked it off because I knew it was coming, bro. I knew ever since that Brentford performance, yeah? Ever since that Brentford game, I was like, you know what? Bro, if I handed in my resignation with this league title, bro. I haven't seen a league title since I was born, bro. Doesn't look like I'm gonna see it this season, so I've called it whatever it is now. For me now, the league is just a free hit for the rest of the season. Win me the Carabao Cup, yeah. Win me the FA Cup, and then Ateta after that, walk off, walk off. Hand in your resignation, hand in your P45, bro. Because I'm looking at the amount of money this manager has spent here. 1 billion pounds, 1 billion great British pounds, yeah, to have us playing like Stoke City. And if I see people, bro, even the biggest Arteta inners have had enough. They've caught on to this guy, bro. They've, bro. Let's analyze these players today. I'm not gonna blame the players too much because it all comes from upstairs, from the manager. Raya, what were you doing for that goal? Apart from that, you didn't have too much to do. Timber, that was a terrible performance today. That was terrible. And you've been terrible for the last few games. That's the thing. Timber, you've been terrible for the last few games. But today, you were even more terrible. But I'm not gonna stick it too much on you because I could tell that you looked like you were shaking, like you were niggling an injury because you obviously got caught with one of the. I don't know what happened in the first half, but it looks like you were trying to walk off an injury. And ever since you got that, I don't know whether it was a cramp or whatever it was, your performance just went downhill. Two centre backs, not gonna blame it, not gonna blame you guys. In fact, Gabriel and Saliba, wish you best of luck in your careers because as long as this manager is here, you're not gonna taste the big trophies. You guys deserve better. It's as easy as that. Left back in Kapia, big up yourself. You've been very good for the last few games. You were very good. You were decent. You had a decent performance today, but you should have done better without Wolves' goal because you should be marking. You should be there to mark Hugo Bueno before you got that goal. Midfield, Rice, midfield general, captain. He actually wants to win. You can actually tell when we got that second goal. Yeah, he went to the players as we're celebrating, and I'm sure he was telling them off because he was like, "Listen, we need to increase the tempo of the performance. Yeah, we've got the goal, but we need to increase the tempo of the performance." He knows what it means. He wants to win, bro. Declan wants to win every time. Listen, Declan, you pissed me off when you said at the end of that Brentford game when you're saying if you don't win, just make sure you don't lose. That is not the mentality we need to have in this club. But I know that that's all coming from the manager. He's instilled that mentality in the club. Let's move on. Zubamendi, midi performance. Midi performance. This guy, in this type of games, he can't control the midfield, man. That's what I was thinking. Even before the game, I was like, start Christian Noga today. He's been putting in very good performances. But you know what? Teta doesn't like to play players when they're on form. Same thing with Eze. Eze put in a good performance over the weekend. But he's like, you know what I'll do? I'll bench you for the next game. Even though you've put in a man of the match performance, got yourself 2 assists. Just to kill your confidence, I'll put you on the bench for the next game. Saka starting in the 10 today. Beat yourself up for getting the goal. Beat yourself up for the new contract. But the rest of the game, you didn't do anything. Let's move on. Noni Madueke didn't do nothing. Martinelli didn't do nothing. Victor Gyökeres didn't do anything. I'm not going to blame it on you because you barely had any chances created for you today. So, is what is. Subs come on. Trossard didn't do anything. Went off with an injury. Gabi Jesus, he comes in for Victor Gyökeres at some point in the second half. Was through on goal at some point, but then Mosquera managed to catch up and to catch up with him. At the end of the game, you start moving like a little whatever, you know the rest. You guys know the words that will fall after that. You start moving like a whatever, trying to fight with the Wolves players. How are you getting rattled like that, bro? You've been at Man City, you've won league titles over there, you've won cups. You should have a strong mentality, but you're out here beefing with Wolves players. Crying about, why didn't you show that fight here during the game? We need to move on from that guy. Sell him in the summer. I don't know who else came on. Eze came on, didn't do much. Calafiori came on, got an own goal. I'm not going to blame it on him. There's nothing he could really do about it. Apart from that, I don't know who else came on. But you see this team, yeah? Listen, Man City will be licking their lips, bro, because they don't know how. This title race should have been dead on gone over a month and a half ago, bro. This title race should have been done in January. As soon as Man City started dropping points, yeah? But they're still in it. You see, as soon as City beat Liverpool 2-1 last week, that kicked off their title charge again. Because mentally, it's a mental uplift, bro. Not even the result. Yeah, the result is good on paper, but it's a mental thing because they've been there, they've done that. But with Arsenal, we have not been there, we've not done that. This club, yet again, everyone else this season, City been out of it, Chelsea been meaty, Man United are in a rebuild, like I keep on saying. Tottenham are, bro, I don't even know why I'm mentioning them, but they're probably going to take off. They're going to take points from us on Sunday in the North London derby. I don't even care about that game anymore. Liverpool have been trashed this season. They fell off a cliff. All these teams have fallen off. We have a very good opportunity to capitalize, and we're bottling it yet again. We could have gone 7 points clear today. 7 points clear today. 7 points clear today. So when you guys are saying, "Oh, a draw at Brentford is a good result," no, a draw at Brentford is not a good result. A draw, bro, that flipping draw at Brentford, yeah, was a wake up call because it was gonna spiral. It's created a spiral for all these results. Now look what's happened. A draw at Brentford is a good result. Now look what's happened. We're basically glorifying draws against team we should be beating. What's happened now? We've drawn against Wolves. What are we gonna say about Sunday? We're only 5 points clear now with a game in hand. No, City are only 5 points behind us with a game in hand. They beat Newcastle on Saturday, which they are gonna do. We'll be going into the game on Sunday. 2 points. 2 points ahead of Man City. And we still have to go to the Etihad. And there's gonna be pressure on that Tottenham game. And we know what happens when this team has pressure on them. They fold, like we've seen it countless times under this manager, and like we've seen countless times this season when they've had opportunities to extend that gap. I'm not surprised by this. I expected us to beat Wolves today. I didn't expect us to roll them over. But, bro, what can I say, man? What can I say? This team, bro, you guys can hold this, man. Genuinely, you guys can genuinely hold this, bro. Because you guys are criminals, man. Bro, I've seen, like I said, if you guys don't win the league, which we're not going to do now, I'm not even being reactionary. I'm being level-headed now. Because I've seen this story too many times. When you're seeing the players lose their ish at the end of the game like that, you can tell it's because you know it's happening again, bro. It's happening yet again, bro. Us fans don't deserve this. Season 7, phase 7, under this Lego head involves playing that putrid football, one FA Cup in 7 years, 3 league titles lost on, plus another one this season. Because like I said, I've given up on the league, man. I don't care. People can call me negative. People can say, you're being pessimistic. It's only February. Yeah, it is only February. And we're already feeling the pressure. We're bottling it in February. So all this, champions in November, all this top of the league in December, top of the league in Christmas, all this, we're 7 points clear. Oh, we're 5 points clear. Oh, we're 4 points clear. Now we're only 2 points clear because I'm counting that City game as a win for them on Saturday. We've got Tottenham next. They're going to have a new manager bounce. Igor Tudor. Today is to do. He's going to spiral them. He's going to inspire confidence into that team to thinking, yo, these men are rattled. They're looking at our team and they're like, yo, these men are rattled already. That's Sunday is their cup final. Do you know what it means to Tottenham, that game on Sunday? That is literally a cup final. Because if they could end their season on Friday, on our season on Sunday, bruv, trust me, they're going to be up for that game, bro. And I know this team, yeah, they don't have this, bro. They don't have this. I'm blaming it all on the manager, but sometimes these players have to take accountability as well, bro. Obviously, you guys haven't been there, yeah? You haven't had the experience of winning the trophies and stuff like that. So obviously the confidence comes from competence. But bro, it's frustrating, man. It's genuinely frustrating, bro. It's frustrating. Man, this team anyway, man. Bro, I'm done, man. Man, this, bro.